Every year, thousands of off-roaders make the same mistake. They buy the wrong tire, and it costs them thousands in repairs. In this video, we're putting 3 of the best all-terrain tires head-to-head: the BFGoodrich KO3, the Falken Wildpeak AT4W, and the Toyo Open Country AT3. By the end, you'll know exactly which one belongs on your rig. Let's dig in. The KO3 is the newest model in BFGoodrich's lineup, replacing the legendary KO2. It'll run you between $260 to $310 per tire, depending on your size. That makes it the priciest of the 3. But BFG didn't just slap a new name on an old tire. They completely redesigned it. The KO3 comes with a 50,000-mile treadwear warranty. They also throw in a 60-day satisfaction guarantee and 6-year warranty on defects. The big innovation here is their new tread compound, which BFG claims gives 20% better durability on gravel roads compared to the KO2. Next up is the Falken Wildpeak AT4W. This one's priced at $220 to $260 per tire, making it the mid-range option. Falken's the budget-friendly choice here, but don't let that fool you. The AT4W comes with a 65,000-mile warranty, the longest of the 3, which tells you something about how confident Falken is in durability. The AT4W is heavier than the KO3, which can slightly reduce your fuel economy, but it's built tough for a reason. The Toyo Open Country AT3 sits at $210 to $250 per tire, making it the second cheapest option. But here's the kicker. It comes with up to 65,000 miles of warranty on certain sizes, matching the Falken. Toyo has a solid reputation in the off-road community, and this tire is their most popular model. It's been battle-tested by thousands of 4Runner and Tacoma owners. It's quieter on-road than its competitors and offers great value. Here's where things get interesting. If you're serious about off-roading, sidewall durability is everything. A weak sidewall means you're getting a flat tire on every rocky trail. The BFGoodrich KO3 has the thickest, most reinforced sidewall of the 3. BFG literally engineered this thing to take a hammer hit. The sidewall has improved deflection design. That means it resists punctures better when you hit sharp rocks at speed. This is the tire you want if you're doing rock crawling in places like Moab or the Rubicon Trail. Real-world users report that the KO3 handles chunking and cuts better than previous generations. The Falken Wildpeak AT4W has an aggressive sidewall design too, but it's different. It's sharper, more pronounced, which helps with grip during steep climbs. But here's the trade-off. It's not quite as thick as the KO3. That said, it still holds up incredibly well in rocky terrain. Users report it's more forgiving in muddy conditions because the tread design keeps mud from packing as much. The Toyo AT3 takes a middle ground. It's not as thick as the KO3, but the tread compound is specifically designed to resist cuts. Toyo built this tire with overlanders and weekend warriors in mind, people who want durability without sacrificing ride quality. It's the most balanced of the 3. Now, here's the thing. Most of us spend 80% of our time on pavement. So let's talk about how these tires perform where you actually drive. The BFGoodrich KO3 is the quietest of the 3. Multiple independent reviews confirm this. The tread pattern is optimized for noise reduction on asphalt. If you drive a lot of highway miles, the KO3 will feel like a luxury upgrade. You barely hear the tread noise at normal speeds. The ride is also the most comfortable. The compound absorbs small vibrations better. The Falken Wildpeak AT4W is louder. At 60+ miles per hour on the highway, you'll notice tread noise. It's not obnoxious, but it's definitely there. The harder compound also means a slightly rougher ride on potholes. Real owners report that wind noise drowns out the tire noise on the highway, so it's not a deal-breaker for most people. The Toyo AT3 splits the difference. It's quieter than the Falken, but not as quiet as the BFG. It's genuinely the Goldilocks option here. Not the best, not the worst, just solid. The KO3 has the most responsive steering. It tracks beautifully on curves. Users rave about this. The softer compound gives better feedback to the driver. The Falken AT4W has tighter steering response initially, but the stiffer compound means less direct feedback. You might feel like it's not tracking as smoothly on high-speed corners. The Toyo AT3 offers precise handling with good steering response, excellent for daily driving and light off-roading. Here's where things get really interesting. When conditions turn wet and muddy, these tires show their true colors. The Falken Wildpeak actually dominates in wet conditions. The tread design has more lateral grooves and deeper channels. This means better water evacuation and less hydroplaning risk. If you live somewhere with heavy rain, the Falken Wildpeak is technically the safer choice. Several independent tests show it stops about 6 feet shorter than the KO3 in wet braking tests. The Toyo AT3 is a close second in wet performance. It's also rated 3 PMSF for severe snow and has excellent wet braking. Most users report it feels almost as good as the Falken in rain. The BFGoodrich KO3 is the weak link here. Its tread design prioritizes mud and sand traction over wet road safety. One recent test showed the KO3 struggled on ice compared to other premium all-terrains. If you're in a wet climate, this is worth considering. Now flip that script for mud. The BFGoodrich KO3 excels here. The 3D tread design, wider mud-phobic bars, and special channel layout shed mud faster. Users report less mud buildup and better traction in thick mud. This is the tire for serious mudding. The Falken AT4W's mud performance is solid but not exceptional. The tighter tread packing means mud sticks around a bit more. The Toyo AT3 handles mud well, but is again the middle ground option. It won't get you through extreme mud like the KO3, but it'll handle average muddy trails fine. Winter performance is critical if you're in a cold climate. All three of these tires carry the 3 PMSF rating, which means they meet severe snow traction standards. But they're not all equal. The BFGoodrich KO3 used to be considered the snow king among all terrains. The wider block design theoretically should hold snow better. But here's what recent real-world testing revealed. The KO3 actually struggles more on ice than expected. One 2025 test had the KO3 performing last in ice braking tests. The harder compound doesn't flex enough in extreme cold. The Falken Wildpeak performs better in snow. The special compound is designed to stay flexible in cold temperatures. Users in Colorado and Utah report superior traction compared to the KO3. The Toyo AT3 also performs well in snow. It balances cold weather performance with all-around capability. If you're in a seasonal winter area, it's excellent. If you're somewhere that gets real winter weather with ice, the Falken AT4W is actually your best bet, despite being the cheaper option. Let's talk real money. When you buy a set of 4 tires, price matters. Set of 4 KO3s costs about $1,040 to $1,240. Set of 4 Falken AT4Ws costs $880 to $1,040. And a set of 4 Toyo AT3s costs about $840 to $1,000. The Toyo is the cheapest total investment. But here's where it gets interesting. Price per mile of warranty. KO3s is $1,140 divided by 50,000 miles equals 2.28 cents per mile. While Falken AT4Ws is $960 divided by 65,000 miles equals 1.48 cents per mile. And Toyo AT3s is $920 divided by 65,000 miles equals 1.41 cents per mile. The Toyo actually offers the best value when you factor in warranty. But remember, warranty doesn't always equal real-world mileage. Most users report the Falken lasts longer than its warranty suggests. So which tire should you buy? It depends on your specific needs. Buy the BFGoodrich KO3 if you do serious rock crawling and technical trail driving. You prioritize ride quality and on-road comfort. You don't live in a snow or ice climate. You want the best mud traction possible. You want the quietest tire on the highway. Pros are best sidewall durability, quietest on-road, best mud performance, most feedback. Cons: most expensive, shortest warranty, weaker in snow and ice, worse wet braking. Buy the Falken Wildpeak AT4W if you want the best all-around performance. You live in an area with heavy rain or winter weather. You want the longest warranty coverage. You're a budget-conscious buyer who doesn't want to sacrifice quality. You do 70% on-road, 30% off-road driving. Pros are best wet grip, best ice performance, longest warranty, good value, lighter off-road. Its cons: louder on highway, heavier tire reduces fuel economy, slightly weaker sidewall. Buy the Toyo Open Country if you want the best overall value. You want a quiet, comfortable daily driver that can handle trails. You're not doing extreme rock crawling. You want the lightest tire of the three. You want genuine Japanese engineering from a proven brand. Pros are best value, lightest, quietest of the three besides the KO3, longest warranty on some sizes, balanced performance. Cons are not the best at anything, middle ground option, less aggressive sidewall. The honest truth, you literally cannot go wrong with any of these three. They're all premium all-terrain tires. The difference between them is 5 to 10% in real-world performance. The BFG is the specialist. The Falken is the all-rounder. The Toyo is the best value. If this video helped you decide, please hit that subscribe button and leave a comment telling me which tire you chose and why. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.